man in the mirror is Theo Setsetse, professional skateboarder, and ultimately a real lifer.
What's your favorite thing about the man in the mirror?
Probably resilience, passion, drive, and probably the way the man in the mirror looks, you know what I'm saying?
What's your least favorite thing about the man in the mirror?
The inability to give up. My least favorite thing about the man in the mirror is probably the inability to give up, because even though times do get hard and wanting to give up, just simply cannot do it, can't find it in me.
Okay. What's the first thing the man in the mirror does when you wake up?
Meditate, give thanks. Every day is a new blessing and an opportunity to make your dreams come true.
Who's the man in the mirror's favorite person in the world and why?
The man in the mirror's favorite person in the world would probably have to be Mumsy. And that's because I have a lot to learn. You know, they had the option to bring me into this planet, and I'm very happy to be here. And, you know, a lot of the passion and drive and resilience would definitely come from observing her and just seeing the way she handles things, goes about her business. And I have a lot to learn from that, and definitely applying that into my own daily life.
Okay. The man in the mirror has just been offered a huge movie deal about his life journey.
Right.
What's the name of the movie and who would you choose to play you?
The name of the movie would probably be... let me think about this one for a moment. Damn, I've actually never thought about this. Okay, well, the movie would probably be My Gabba Man, and I would play the role myself, because I'm the one who went through the experiences, and what better than the person who's gone through all of this stuff to play the role of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick. The man in the mirror has been skating for more than 10 years. How old were you when you started, and who inspired you to start skating?
The man in the mirror has been skating for about 10 years now. And I started when I was 12 years old.
Who inspired you to start skating?
No one particularly inspired me to start skating, but it was just a thing that we would normally do as, you know, children playing in the street. But one of the guys who actually gave me my first skateboard did a trick on flat, and I knew right there that, okay, this guy's literally defying gravity right now. And it was then that I knew. And only after that was I then exposed to different international and, you know, pro level athletes and things like that. So I would say then, after learning about different athletes and what's possible on a skateboard, I would most likely say Boo Johnson. That's someone who's definitely a big inspiration to me, and the way they live and the way they go about their...
Okay.
Yeah.
The man in the mirror has just been given the chance to make a skate sneaker with their favorite brand.
Yeah.
What is the name of this brand you're collaborating with, and what colorways would the sneakers come in?
So I would definitely do something with Converse, seeing as we're already kind of building that relationship right now. And I would go for a mid-top sneaker, and the colorways would be something along the lines of light brown, different shades of brown. So that would then be chocolate, dusty, that kind of thing. That's mostly because of my roots.
Okay.
Yeah.
If the man in the mirror was a Marvel or DC Comics villain, what villain would they be, and what hero would you go up against?
I would probably be Spider-Man. And that's only because I feel like he's bubbly, young, you know. But the question is, what villain would I be?
Would you be?
Okay, let's see.
What hero would you go up against?
I don't know if it's Marvel or DC, but I would be the Silver Surfer. and I would choose to go up against Marvel or DC. It wouldn't be a fair fight, but I would go with Superman. I'd fight with Superman as the Silver Surfer.
If the man in the mirror wasn't a professional skateboarder,
Yeah.
what would he be doing?
Probably be in some kind of sport. I know just before I started skating, I was an avid football player. Played a lot of football in high school, so most likely I would have been playing football if I wasn't skateboarding professionally.
What are the man in the mirror's proudest moments?
The man in the mirror's proudest moments, one of them would definitely be representing my country at the Ultimate X African Championships in 2017. That was in Grand West Casino, and I came out third place in that competition, competing amongst the top skateboarders in Africa. And the next one would then be the Kimberley's tour, and that was the time that the Kimberley Diamond Cup and the Northern Cape government gave us the opportunity to travel around South Africa and kind of activate skateboarding. So teach skateboarding as well as life skills and be able to talk to the kids from underprivileged communities and people who don't really have access to that kind of thing.
The man in the mirror has just won an award. What award did he win, and who did he thank in his acceptance speech?
The man in the mirror would probably win the most hardworking award. And
Who did you thank in your speech?
Who did I thank? Family, definitely Mumsy once again. Friends, all of the sponsors, everybody that's down to help make the dream come true.
Okay. Yeah. What's the one thing the man in the mirror has always wanted to do but hasn't done yet?
Travel the world. I've seen a couple of places in Africa, but I would still love to experience what it's like to be on an airplane for more than 16 hours, 12 hours or whatever. And just go and experience. I feel like there's a whole planet out here for me to experience with the little time that we're given. That's something that I absolutely want to do. That's something that's on the bucket list for sure.
What's the man in the mirror's favorite South African soapy of all time?
The man in the mirror's favorite South African soapy of all time would have to be, it's a tie right there at the top between Backstage and Generations.
Okay. What's a habit the man in the mirror needs to change or quit?
Smoking cigarettes. The man in the mirror would definitely change the habit of smoking cigarettes. But other than that, I'm always down to, there's always a room for self-development and room for growth. So that's something that I'm down for.
The president of your country has just made you the minister of skateboarding in Botswana.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you do to change or help the skate scene in Botswana?
So if the president awarded me gave me the opportunity to be the minister of skateboarding, I would then, first things first, I would create awareness, because nobody even knows that there is something called skateboarding that people are actually doing that's changing lives. So I think the first step would be to create awareness, especially amongst the communities which don't have access to that kind of information and those kind of things. So I would go to remote locations and then give education and give other people the opportunity to be able to try it out or be a part of it. And then the next thing would be to grow the sport. So then that would be then nurturing, or like finding young talent and then nurturing it, opening them up to the opportunities and experiences that I've personally been through, and also help them avoid some of the stuff along the journey which can be avoided, which are some of the negative stuff. but positively influence the next generation. After creating awareness and promoting growth, the next step then would be to take over, basically to dominate, get the country's name out there, fly the flag high with the resources that I will obviously be able to provide being in a minister position. Yeah.
When everything is said and done,
Yeah.
how do you think the man in the mirror will be remembered?
The man in the mirror would like to be remembered as someone that created opportunities, lived true, lived free. You know, honesty is a very big virtue, especially on the come up. So I would like to be remembered as someone that was honest, stayed true, integrity, amongst all of the other values. Just, you know, results, a very results-driven person, and someone that was always down to help, down for the good times, down for the ride.
Okay.
Yes, sir.